We never remember the exact moment we fall asleep. Sure, we remember the minutes leading up to that moment, reciting our grocery list, listening to our spouse snore, replaying an embarrassing moment that happened 10 years ago. But can you recall the exact moment you fell asleep last night? Or how it happened? I've always found this odd. We remember when we wake up, and sometimes we even know the reason. A bad dream, a car honking outside. But how do we fall asleep? What happens in that magical moment that pushes us into dreamland? Nobody knows. It's a complete mystery, a little black hole in our memory. That's why I decided to conduct a study. My husband thought I was weird. So, you're setting an alarm on your phone to go off every 5 minutes as you fall asleep? Why? Because it'll wake me up as I'm falling asleep. I don't get it. I want to know exactly when I fall asleep each night and how. I still don't get it. I didn't expect you to. Eric raised an eyebrow at me. Is that supposed to be some sort of insult? Maybe. He laughed. Okay, do your thing. But can you do it in the guest room? I don't want to wake up every 5 minutes. Of course. That night, at midnight, I lay on the twin bed in the guest room. My alarms were set. I was ready. The first alarm went off at 12:05. I was still pretty awake. The image that lingered in my mind was of our backyard and what it would look like after the patio work was done. I rolled over and closed my eyes. 12:10. Sleepier this time. Had I remembered to buy peas? I could go to the store tomorrow, before my meeting. Barely awake. Peas and patio tiles melted into each other. I wondered, if I planted some peas in the morning, would they be ready by dinner time? Bingo. Before I opened my eyes, I knew this was it. My thoughts were nonsense. Heavy fatigue immobilized my body. I was just barely asleep. But something felt wrong. It was more than just fatigue keeping my body still. I felt pressure on my chest, as if a dresser had been pulled on top of it, and my forehead stung, as if someone was pinching it. My eyes flew open. A black shadow sat on my chest, green eyes smoldering in the darkness. Its mouth, if you could call it that, was long and tubular. It connected to my forehead, making a wet, sucking noise. Get off! Get off! I thrashed against the creature. The weight on my chest shifted. The mouth popped off my forehead. At that same instant, the fog of sleep lifted. My thoughts were clear. My movements were nimble, quick. And the creature was gone. I ran down the hallway, my feet pounding against the carpet. Eric! Eric! I screamed, throwing his door open. He slept peacefully, completely unaware of the invisible creature that sat on his chest, feeding on his energy, his thoughts. I grabbed his shoulders and shook him awake. Eric! I screamed. Wake up! His eyes slowly fluttered open. What's wrong? He slurred, pulling himself up. I imagined the creature on top of him disengaging, causing him to wake up. Even though I couldn't see it, I knew it was there. I knew. I saw it. The creature. It sits on our chest and sucks out our thoughts, our energy, like some sort of parasite. What are you talking about? It causes sleep. As soon as it stopped, I woke up. It causes sleep. It's black and shadowy and... That sounds like sleep paralysis. You'll be okay. He wrapped his arms around me and pulled me into a tight hug. I'm so sorry. I know it can be terrifying, but it isn't real. It wasn't sleep paralysis, Eric. It's a nightmare then. But don't worry, you're safe with me. He pulled me tighter, rocking me gently as if I were a child. Tears streamed down my face as the pieces fit together in my mind. Sleep isn't some restorative function encoded in our DNA. The creature, this thing, causes it so it can feed on our thoughts, our energy, like some sort of parasite. A parasite that has existed since the beginning of time, living with us, evolving with us, present in every country, every home, every bedroom. We just never see it, because no one remembers how they fall asleep.